Okay, what are we doing here? I'm been getting lots of messages. Grandpa, don't be, you know, going on the internet looking for stuff. It might get you in trouble legally. Hey, what are you gonna do? Send me back to Vietnam? Damn stinking Vietnam. Well, hold on there. Where are we going? We can spend some money here. What are we doing? Spend some money. He's gonna get us to online gambling. Is this where all your social security checks go? What are we doing? I know what I'm doing, trust me. Okay. So what now? Trust me. You keep saying that. Okay. Let me open this email. Hold it. We might get some kind of virus. Trust me. What's the point? You're not even doing nothing. Trust me. I'm outsmarting the VC. The Vietnam War ended decades ago. Vietnam's over. Saigon fell. Propaganda. Propaganda. How long are you gonna be fighting the Vietnam War? The war is fighting me. The war is over. Saigon fell. That's what they want you to think. They keep renaming. Once they call it the Gulf War, then they call it something else. What are you talking about? Then they call it Iraq, Iran. And they say, oh, they're just blowing up little boats full of drugs. How else am I supposed to get my prescriptions? Your prescriptions? Those are narcotics. I don't know nothing about name calling. I just say it makes me feel better, and I tell the doctor I'm cured. I don't think so. What is all this? You're asking me, I'm just a grunt. You're a crazy person. Something's going on. The poltergeist is here. Can we get back to, what we're... Go back to sleep, Grandpa. Take your nap. I'm gonna take my nappy. Yeah, take your nappy. Hey, Vato, don't you think that maybe Grandpa's the one bringing all these poltergeists? Yeah, they're probably from Vietnam. No, yeah, I think we should blame Grandpa for all this. I don't know. This is kind of weird. It's called a glitch. Seems that the Titans have fired their head coach and a YouTuber, a social media influencer Christina Taylor, stealth alien. Years ago in early Madden, she was a quarterback. A great experiment. And now she's the interim head coach until they hire somebody new. And they are interviewing a lot of senior coaches, former head coaches. So Christina Taylor is stepping in temporarily.
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise, in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
The Titans are in the hunt for a head coach. So we got a YouTuber, stealth alien, Christina Taylor. Alright, they're going to be looking for 2 free agents. Christina Taylor's first executive order is hiring the Squid, H.T. Bomb, as her quarterback. This is a Texas Longhorn. Interesting. We'll see how that works out. And Christina Taylor has brought in free agent Squid Charlene Pinky Goober, wide receiver from Harvard University. She's an egghead. Buccaneers, Todd Bowles, the head coach, for now. Okay, I'm ready. Gotta take care of business, boys. The necessities go to All these players. Well, they have 3 slots open for free agents, but the Buccaneers will not pick anybody at this moment. Alright, so let's get on with the game. Buccaneers and the Titans.
Tonight we got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaunt. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
They jumped it. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native, and quarterback is Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback, and he's coming off a year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball play.
They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That's good. We're on first down.
These were relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll find his rookie runner from Ohio State here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. That's completing his first down. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Now, this is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown. And your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And we're not the only ones excited about watching this young man. A lot of people tuning in to see the #1 overall draft pick in his professional debut. And he earned that job during training camp. Won over his teammates. Now he has a chance to submit how they feel about him with his play as he begins his professional career.
The first carry down from Tony Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10-9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got him back. That's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Takes it from the 9-8.
They're on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly limit them giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's go now. Mikey.
Now Ward. Quick throw here. It was incomplete.
I love the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. Yeah, when he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
19.
Here's Ward. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, on is the veteran, Joe Sly for the Titans field goal. He's from 25 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It takes us up to the 40-yard line before being creative. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
And the first down. First and 10.
His first carry on their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mayfield. It's incomplete.
You got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mayfield now. It's caught by Buccaneers. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch there for Evans. for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mayfield on play action. It's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers. We'll see if they can make something happen, but ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here's Mayfield. He's Cow's running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line.
On the play. That's another Buccaneers first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. What a jerk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 49 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries.
They're strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
20!
To throw, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now it's second and 10.
180! Stop!
Now Mayfield. Answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it. Let's see that right field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's going to handle the scrimmage and take it down. David on the tackle.
Let's talk to them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing is Ward. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That would good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Play action. It's Ward. Return right back to Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
We'll go with Pollard here on first down. He was just inside the 40-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave him no cutback action. You know you're trying to start through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On play action, Ward. He'll take it in by Waller, the tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we got 3rd and 4. A big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Ward. It's taken in. It's been tied up. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Come on. Let's go.
How about this on 1st and goal? This is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
But as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. Working out again here, Ward. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Able to get that out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker.
Cam Ward, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are once again back in front. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side,
Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's thrown. That makes the lead at 10-7.
Makes the score Titans 10.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Good return up past the 30. Good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play though gets them right back up to that level.
They'll say it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is over. Fits loose. That'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take
These drives continue. There's another intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Tennessee as they get set to take the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I thought I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
It's complete downfield to McCarthy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right after the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go play action Ward. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. No gain there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He steps that ball right at the line of scrimmage.
easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're trying to pass himself. Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Cam Ward, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want him bringing in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're...
This is taken in. It's complete. And that was a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Keenan.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game for the football. So what do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. He's got out on the 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. Really nice pickup of 14 yards and it moves the sticks.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete on the coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
2nd and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners, some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Mayfield to throw. From 19 yards away. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some replay communication. Maybe one of them noticed to the area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
mix up in pre-play, and they got it done there.
McLaughlin for the extra point. This is how we're going to make it a 17-14 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Looking to put a drive together. Ward off the play fake. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Vita Vea. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. To throw, here's Ward. And that's Calvin Ridley.
And that was yards that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get a little bit better. But now they're looking third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.